Hello, people of the internet, and welcome to
The Friday Show.
Oh yeah, we're getting the sort of the slick kind of radio style-y thing of saying hi, and this is the Friday Show, which we will never do again.
I certainly can't do that.
No.
Either way, it has been a week. I'm
It
not
has
entirely
been.
sure what the week has been, but it has been a week.
It has been.
It started off with Monday, and it's ending with Friday.
It is, and in between has just been madness and chaos, and I don't know whether you can tell, but it's suddenly windy as well. It hasn't been like this for most of the day, but we come outside and it's just like, no, there shall be weather at you.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's quite nice actually. It's a nice temperature, but
Unexpected.
unexpected indeed.
Unexpected item in the weather area.
Yes. So obviously, as is our wont on a Friday, we will tell you what we've been doing for the rest of the weekend. On Monday, what did we do,
We
Joey?
went to see Monmouth Castle. We did, and well done to Sharko as usual.
Yes.
For getting that one.
I mean, how obscure can you get? We even took a photograph in an area that most people don't get to see because it's kind of, the nice people that were there sort of led us in and said, look, come and have a look at this bit. This is interesting.
And it's still.
Yeah. Within moments, we were just like, oh yeah, that's there.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know.
So
how
I
to
think
do it.
what I'm going to have to do is get a really obscure one, wait for Sharko to get it, and then put up a less obscure one for everybody else.
Yes.
That's going to have to be the plan.
Yeah. I mean, the plan is eventually there will be 2 Cadoo Challenge films going up per week. The plan has always been that we'll get this sorted so that it all happens nicely and smoothly. But so far, what with computers going wrong and tumble dryers, that it turns out there was nothing wrong with other than a kink in a cable, which I'm really lucky I spotted before the repairman came out. And then, everything's sort of gone. The heating died this morning, which admittedly just required the push of a button, which is kind of infuriating that these little things that you kind of go, oh, for goodness sake, why is it that?
Yeah.
Why is it so simple? And I suppose it's good that it's simple,
Yes.
but it's still infuriating that, somebody ended up having a cold shower this morning.
Yeah. It's fine. It woke me up.
Yes. Yes.
It's always great to be greeted by, we've got no hot water.
Yeah, that's always fun.
So Monmouth Castle, everybody seems to like Monmouth Castle, don't
Yeah, very popular.
they? A lot of history, that place.
Yeah.
Not much left,
No,
unfortunately.
bit of a shame.
Most of it's kind of buried under bits of the town.
Yeah, which you can't. Unlike some places like Chepstow, where you've got bits of it sort of dotted around in the town, you don't
Yeah.
really tend to see that with Monmouth.
No,
There's-
it was all built on top of.
Yeah, there's all sorts of other interesting things because there's that sort of fortified bridge, which is one of only 2 fortified bridges left in the UK, and I think this is the more impressive of the 2.
Yes, it is. It
Certainly.
is. Yeah. So this week we actually haven't managed to film yet
No.
because of we've still been sorting out the internet and the phone line
Yeah,
largely, and the car
There
had
is-
to have some repairs done to it.
it's all blaring into
Yeah.
one.
One long of this has happened.
Yes,
So.
so it's all go.
But what we have been doing, well, I've been doing. I've got a how-to for Patreon, how to become a patron.
yeah,
We're thinking of doing other things as well. So.
yeah, there's all sorts of stuff in the offing.
Yeah, but
And-
I'm not going to tell you what those other things are yet because I'm going to tell people on Patreon when I've worked out what it is that I'm doing, and then you can know.
Yes. For the rest of this coming week, we will be heading out to film. I don't want to give away too much because obviously the little snippets of pictures that we put up.
They'll
will-
be appearing sometime of the weekend.
Yeah.
Hopefully, there
Touch
there
wood.
have been festivals around, so it might be that we're going to have to scramble to find somewhere
Quiet.
other to do.
Yeah, that's one of the problems when they have sort of big music festivals and things like that. If you're looking at filming near one and there's an awful lot of music going on and noises and things like that, it just scuppers
Doesn't
you.
work. Yeah.
So
We've also had weather this week.
We have.
Little bits of rainy weather, which has been.
some quite torrential stuff as well.
Yeah.
Which is, the whole place has just completely changed colour. It's all very green now. I know I mentioned in last week's film how green it was. That's nothing in comparison to now. Oh no, it
The
means
green
it
we have
now.
now.
Oh, I remember the lacking green of days gone by.
But still, they're circulating there in those news articles saying that they found all those historic sites. It's been.
Yeah, which
lot
I
of
can only
those.
assume that that's possibly still visible in places, but
I don't know.
we do seem to be seeing the same news articles cycling for about 3 weeks
Yeah,
now.
but I don't know
on-
whether they've changed something slightly, whether they've added one, but you kind of just see it and go, oh, it's
Again.
still going.
No.
Maybe I should check in to see if
Yeah, if you have no idea what we're talking about, it's called crop marks, and basically, what happens is when you have a massive drought like we've just had, the bits where there are trenches that were obviously trenches in the past, but then it's now all flat over the top of it. Those bits stay greener than the rest of the grass around, so you can see the outlines of buildings and mounds and all sorts of things
from the air.
from the air. And because of the fact that everybody's got a drone now, because doesn't everybody have a drone? I mean, I assumed.
Most people have drones.
There's an awful lot of droney type people around, just droning on.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Yeah, bit of a shout out to Big Drone Flyer there, who obviously also has a drone, or millions of them. I don't know how many drones that guy has, but it just seems like, where do you store them all?
Do you keep them?
Do you crash them all? Ha! That's what it is.
No, I'm sure but now he must have the knack of not crashing.
He has actually put up, some point earlier in the year, a film that I watched recently, and it was just people crashing Mavic Airs,
Yeah.
which I rather liked. I don't know whether he's done a Mavic Pro one. I didn't have time to sort of sit and look through. But if he did do a Mavic Pro one, I would imagine we got a bit of footage that would suit that one quite well. Anyway, friend of the show, Big Drone Flyer.
Yes.
What can we tell you that we're not trying to keep secret?
Yeah, unfortunately, we've got it all to tell you probably next week, or maybe even the week after. It's
Yeah.
just so that's this week. We had weather and
Yes.
and more technical difficulties.
But we do now have working internet,
We do.
even though it means that we've got a lighting stand standing in our bedroom window pointing an antenna at a mast in the distance. We can't put the antenna on the side of the house because the house is listed. We have to put it on one of the outbuildings because the outbuildings aren't listed, so we have to work out how to do that.
Yes,
And
but
whether or
problem
not
is
that
it's
will
surrounded
work.
by trees.
Yes.
We still have some stuff to get through, but we have internet. Either way.
Anyway, all of that aside, thank you again to our wonderful, wonderful patrons over at Patreon, who, I mean, we really couldn't do this without you, and we really do appreciate it. And if you're interested in Patreon and you don't know what it is, there's links on the website that are appearing soon that I don't know that you've put live yet, but I don't know.
No.
And
Yeah, not yet.
alternatively, you can look at, there is a link appearing below here. I don't know which side it'll come from, but either way, it says where you can find us on Patreon. So have a look at that, and you can also look on the
It's
side
how
of the
you
website.
get your name at the end of the show.
Yeah, lots of things that you can do, and we're always looking for new ideas for how to make our Patreon more interesting for our patrons. So if you have any ideas, please let us know.
Yeah. So that's probably definitely it
For this week.
for this week. We will see you on Monday, where we're going to be at. Not telling you.
No.
And on
Secret.
the following Friday, when we'll be doing more of this, because we like doing this bit.
Yeah.
This bit's good.
Yeah.
We like doing all of it, really.
We do. We are incredibly lucky, and it's all happened as a result of largely things going wrong. That's in sort of stuff that we were doing in the past that's allowed us to end up in the situation where we've fallen into doing stuff that we really love doing.
We do. Unfortunately, we do need to make this work to keep
We
this.
do. We do need to make
Otherwise,
sure that
yes.
we can make enough money to live on.
Next year, we'll be coming at you from the back of a bus.
Yes, you're probably not wrong. We are aware of how lucky we are, and it does sometimes worry me that we live an incredibly fortunate lives. And
No, we're one.
yeah, we are. We do seem to be joined at the brain. But somebody actually turned around and said, you're really lucky in what you're doing. Really drove it home, and I don't want to come across as appearing like we don't appreciate everything that we have, and knowing that largely everything that we have is sort of down to blind luck.
Yes.
And your support. So thank you very much for supporting us if you're a patron, or sharing the stuff that we do, or hitting the like button and the subscribe button and all those buttons. And talking of
leaving
which,
comments. And
yeah,
it's all helps.
it does. Anyway, that is it from us.
Definitely now.
Definitely. Now that I've had a sort of soppy moment.
Yeah.
And we will see you on Monday. So
So see you next time.
TTFN.